Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Our final episode on Sandy Bay. And once again, I'm going for something rather big. And also, I wanted to try something here, if we have a look. This lorry, the MAN TGS, that came with the Chrome Beast Pack, with the pack. It was all the trailers and everything that came with it. So we had the lorry. We've got an overloader, a grain overloader on the lorry, and someone pointed out in the comments section when I was using it last that you can actually get a hitch on the back. So I'll just quickly show you. You go on here, and if you take a look, we don't want to go there. We want to go to the actual lorry. There we go. Keypad number 7, ironing attacher. That actually puts that hitch on the back, and then you can put the trailer on. So I got that completely wrong, completely and utterly and totally wrong. But we have it now. So we are going to take this one. So we're going to have 2 overloaders, one behind the other. We're going to take that up to our field of corn, the field of maize that we're ready to harvest with our Rostselmash combine. And I've got the New Holland there with a, let me just spin around a bit, there you go, with a trailer as well. We're going to take that one up there as well. So most of this video is going to be about doing the harvest, so I will do most of this driving off camera, but I will just start out. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I want some flashing beacons because we're quite a big vehicle, and we're away. Shall I tell you what, let's go in cab for this for a minute. So while we travel, I just want to say very quickly, I am in the process of uploading my time-lapse series map onto FS UK. It was uploaded yesterday, or the day before, yesterday I think it was, and it's now got to go through their approval and testing phase, and then hopefully it'll be all okay and you can play that map if you want to. I've decided I'm not going to put higher hills up on there because there's just not enough really, I think, on there to warrant putting it up. I don't want to risk people getting bad downloads and spoiling their experience, so I won't put high hills on there. Besides which, I can't get the save game back before I put all those bales on. If you remember the very last episode, I turned the baler into some sort of rocket-propelled sledge that was bale-powered. The problem with that sledge, with that baler and everything, and all those bales, is that the frame rate went down to a nice... Before I tell you the frame rate to start with, my frame rate on that map has always been a straight 60 frames a second. I've never had even the slightest blip. It's always been 60 frames a second, absolutely smooth. At the end of the episode, it went down to 8 frames a second, and there it has stayed. Every time I've tried to reload the game, it has stayed at 8 frames a second. I can get before that when there was a higher frames a second, but there's still loads of small bales all over the place because I had to save so frequently because of the game crashing and everything. So I'm not going to do it. I won't be uploading the Higher Hills map onto FS UK. However, if you guys want, I will upload this one. It will probably take about a week for me to get rid of the mods out of here and then upload it onto the map, onto the site, and for it to be tested. But that is something that I will do. I'm quite happy to do that. I'll remove all the modded machinery on the map, and I would just do that anyway because it just makes it so much easier, and then you guys can add whichever mods you like. So you've got some silage over at the BGA, you've got a few other bits and pieces around as well. Any rented machinery, I would get rid of that beforehand as well. Don't know how it would do going into someone's folder who doesn't have the rent mod there. Don't think that would work out very well. So I would make sure that you had things right. I'm going to have to block the road up here, I think. Right, we want to get the combine going. The tractor and trailer can come over in a little while. How am I going to do this? I reckon if I back out a little bit... Could I do it here? Could I just do it without moving? I might be able to. Let's unhitch that one a minute and see what we can do. So, yes, I will upload this one if you guys want, but I will remove all the modded machines, which includes this combine. Oh, no, actually, no, this isn't a modded one, is it? I think I'd have to remove that header trailer. But the rest of it, no, this isn't a mod. This is with the DLC. So you will have to have the DLC in order to be able to use this. However, it's not technically a mod, so that's the sort of the same rules that I use for the rest of my uploads. Can we get that back off of there without doing any major damage? We can. Excellent. Right, things are looking up. I just need to move that header trailer out of the way. What I'll do is... Actually, I'm just going to put that on behind the combine and pull it in. We'll go in a little way first. So let's just start up a second. We want to unfold this combine. I don't know how much other modded machinery we've got, because we've got quite a lot of vanilla machinery on here, so you wouldn't lose a great deal. But yeah, head to the comment section. Let me know if you would like me to just attach PTO, of course. Let me know if you would like me to do that. If you'd like me to upload this save game file to FSUK. If you do, I'm quite happy to do that for you, and then you can play the game yourselves. Something else, you probably noticed I didn't ask a question at the beginning of this episode. I didn't intend to. It is our very, very final episode, and I am hoping tonight FS15 will come out and I will be able to start playing it. I am so looking forward to this, and I gotta say, I'm a little bit envious of those YouTubers who were able to get the early release partnership thing. I didn't actually realise that that was the thing until I seen them started to post their videos. So I may have missed a trick there, and I apologise to all my loyal viewers. I might have been able to get it, I might not, I really don't know, and it's a bit of a shame, but the next time it comes out, it'll be FS19. When that one comes out, I will do my absolute best to get an early release so that you guys can see earlier videos if you wish to. I know that some people have not been watching the videos because they don't want to spoil it for themselves. My plan for the coming week, well, just for the coming week, I'm going to hopefully be able to download it at midnight tonight as soon as the Giants website puts the upload available, and I will be recording an episode immediately. I'm going to go straight into episode 1. We're not going to do a tour or anything like that. There are plenty of people who've done tours of the map. We've all sort of seen it as we've been building up to it, so I'm just going to go straight in and start playing. My plan for this week is I'm going to do one at midnight, and then tomorrow, Tuesday the 25th, I will do 2 episodes. I don't know when they'll be uploaded. I'll probably just upload them as and when they're done. The very first episode that I do at midnight will be on Goldcrest Valley. That'll be episode 1, and then tomorrow I'll do episode 2 on Goldcrest Valley, and I will start episode 1 on the Sosnovka map as well. I will run both of them simultaneously, so tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday I will upload 2 episodes each day, 1 from each map. On Saturday I will just do 1 episode from the Sosnovka map, and that will make 5 episodes from each map by Saturday evening. So you'll have 5 episodes from each map. There'll be 10 episodes in total in the first week. And then on Sunday I will upload my first time-lapse for Farming Simulator 17. That time-lapse will be on Goldcrest Valley. I will be doing the time-lapse series on Goldcrest for a little while. I don't know how long, but it will be at least 3 months, because obviously it's only 1 a week. So 3 months, they give us 13 episodes. And then after that, I don't know. I may just keep it going on there for 6 months or so until I've got a map that really blows my mind, and then I will move to that one. I don't know where it'll be or what it'll be like. Like I said before, I would love to have done the time-lapse on this map. So I'll be looking out for a map of this kind of caliber, and I'm not going to rush into it. I'm not just going to do a couple of episodes on Goldcrest and then switch over to this one. That isn't how I'm going to be running the time-lapse series at all. When I do a series, it will have to run for several months, because obviously it's 1 episode a week, and I want to get, be able to experience quite a few bits and pieces on it. Hard working, I would like to have run that longer, but unfortunately I couldn't. So, yeah, that's my plan for the week ahead, and then after that we will go back to normal, regular uploads, 1 per day. I will do Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday on Goldcrest Valley, and Thursday, Friday and Saturday will be on Sosnovka. I really hope that you enjoy all of the episodes that are coming up, but for now, let's take a good look at this combine, and then I'm going to go and get... Actually, I need to get the tractor over here with the trailer, and I want to do a bit of work with the MAN TGS and our 2 overloaders. I want to see both of those in action. First of all, though, the graphics, not the graphics, the texture, that's the one I'm looking for. The texture for this corn is absolutely fantastic. The actual texture itself this isn't standard game texture, and what's being blasted on the ground here, this is awesome. I'm loving this. The picture. Let's just stop a minute. You'll just have to wait a minute, Combine. Let's just take a look here. Look at that. That is brilliant. You can see the husks of the corn. Yeah, all the different bits and pieces thrown around, and that is really good. I really like that. It's simple, but it's very, very effective. So there's that one. Then we have the header itself. Now this header is an official release, so you would expect it to be pretty good, and it does look pretty good. It's the animation on it is very nice. Generally, I mean, it is a bit small though. I don't know why the corn headers are so much smaller on a lot of the combines, and yet others they're quite a size. You can get some fairly big ones. I don't know about that. I don't know why we would do something like that. I don't know much about harvesting corn. I've never actually done this in real life. There are some tasks that I have done, but this is one of them that is not on my list of accomplished things in life. Mainly because we don't grow a lot for actual combining in the UK. We grow, if we're going to grow this stuff, we grow it as maize silage, and this is harvested, well, it's actually harvested around now. I've been watching people in the fields around the countryside lately harvesting this. I've seen a lot of Jaguars, the class Jaguar forager, various different models of it, but they're all the same Jaguar one. That is the most popular one round here. I did actually see a crone forager working the other day. I didn't see what number it was too far away to be able to pick up any details, but I did see it working away in the field, and that surprised me because that's the first one I've seen in my area. It was quite nice to be able to see it working though, I must admit. And what else I see? Oh, there's a couple of John Deeres around. I have seen a couple of those. There's a whoa! I wasn't watching my grain tank there. Squash some crop. So yeah, there was a couple of John Deeres as well. Right, I am going to go and get the lorry in off the road, and I'm going to bring the tractor and trailer over here as well, because we're going to need those. And then I will get back to you. I'll bring the tractor over in a minute. I'm just going to start this one unloading, then we'll put the auto combine going on the combine so that it can carry on round the field. And well, that's not very good. Clicks through the side. I really don't like that. Ooh, something I am really looking forward to is when we're combining in FS15, you shouldn't get a maximum amount of grain in a heap. You know, when you stop the combine and the straw, not grain, a straw. The straw, when the straw piles over the back of the combine on the straw walkers and heaps in the floor, here it maxes out. You get a maximum size on the pile. You shouldn't get that in FS17 because we can tip anywhere. I'm so looking forward to testing this. I'm going to put a great big pile of straw in the middle of the field and then see what it does to the baler. In theory, if you go over a big pile of straw like that with an ordinary baler, it should either cause the clutch to slip, because a lot of these things are now equipped with slip clutches. So all it does is the clutch disengages and runs freely, and then you slow it down and stop it, the clutch re-engages, you start the machine back up again. Used to be shear bolts. You'd get a shear bolt go if you went over a great big lump too quickly. I have replaced 1 or 2 shear bolts in my time, and when I say 1 or 2, I mean hundreds and hundreds of them, and I am not keen to ever do that again. Ever. Not ever. I don't want to be doing that again. Yeah, I have done it a couple of times. So yeah, what I would really like to see is in this game is something that, you know, when the balers go over a huge clump, is, you know, maybe a clutch disengaging or something like that. I suspect that's not going to happen. I suspect you'll just chuck out a bale that much faster. I don't know. It's something that we will look at. Anyway, while this one carries on auto-combining around the field, hopefully it won't get hung up on the gate. I will keep an eye on it. I'm going to go and get the New Holland tractor, the T9, and bring that one over here so that we got something to unload into. I have the New Holland. It's over in the gateway, just over there. You'll see it in a minute. And we've got the first bit almost completely full. What I'd like to do is I'd like to fill up this one completely. I'm going to change this over from auto combine to standard hired help in a minute. and he'll move up and down the field a bit. We'll just plonk him in the middle here somewhere because there's plenty of room to turn round. And right, that first one is now completely full, so we'll start filling up the second one. Oh, I didn't want him to go round there. No, come back. That's where I had turned around and I drove on the crop a little bit. I didn't mean to. I'm very sorry. But, you know, these things happen. So, yeah, I was told that my video with the bales being launched all over the map in higher hills was exceptionally funny. Now, I realised that it was kind of game-breaking, and you wouldn't normally have such things. However, because so many people have said that I should do something like that again, I am going to occasionally post an extra video. It won't be a full episode length, it'll just be a shorter one, say about 10 minutes maybe, where I do something comical in FS15. And I will probably start off with doing some more stuff with balers, but it's not all I'm going to do. I am planning to do a couple of other things, but it's not going to be a regular thing. Or just occasionally I might post you an extra video, probably on a Sunday actually, while you're waiting for the time-lapse video to materialise. Right, now, let's just come back round here. I'm going to come up, hopefully I've got enough room around that gateway to get... Oh, actually no, I don't think I have. So what we'll do is we'll go down here first, and let me just start it up. We'll do this bit in cab again. I will come down here and just clear a bit of extra space around this gateway so that we can get in and out with this tractor. I would also like to move that header trailer out of the way. I can pull that one into the field, and then we can do a bit more combining. I would like to get those two overloaders full, then we can unload them into our big trailer there. And then after that, we'll take them down to the yard, tip them out, and that'll be about it. So we will have seen all that we have to see in this field, and that'll be about it. That'll be it for Farming Simulator 17. This is my very last episode. I will not be doing any more Farming Simulator 17 unless, you know, I might occasionally, just as a quick sort of visit video, just to pop in and see what it's like, but that would only be a very special occasion. It's not going to be something that I'm going to be doing on a regular basis. In fact, it would be highly unusual. I'm going right into the hedge over there, so let's just stop right there a minute and go over here. Now, if I can get this position right, I'm hoping that he'll let me hitch up whilst I'm got grain and stuff in. I'm hoping he can. Can you do it? I want to get it lined up just right. So yeah, my very, very final episode of Farming Simulator 15. I am so excited about this. I really am. I'm really, really looking forward to being able to start 17 tonight. It's going to be great. I'm going in completely blind. Everybody has been saying... Well, actually, I reckon it's about 3/4 have been saying go in blind, and 3/4 have been saying play it a bit first. We don't want to see you fumbling around. But because 3/4 of you said that you do want me to do it blind, I will be going in blind into FS17. And what I'm going to do is I'm not... there is a... oh, what do you call it? Like a tutorial type thing. I'm not going to go through the tutorial. You'll have the question marks around, and we will see those, but there is like a guided tutorial. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to do it blind. I know enough about the Farming Simulator series, and I know enough about... how the mechanics of the game work, that I'm afraid it'd probably be a little bit boring for those of you who are expecting me to be completely fumbling around in the dark and unable to do anything. There's probably going to be a few things that I can't do. Right, actually no. I want to go to normal auto combine and press H. There. He's going to go up through there and start filling this one up. And... then we can start filling up the second trailer. Once that second trailer is full, we will be able to offload it into the big yellow trailer over there, and we'll take it back down to the farm, and that will be it. And we will have covered a lot of tasks on this map. We won't have done everything that I wanted to do, but we'll have done a lot of things. Oh yes, you've got the, where it doesn't go in straight lines on here. I think, because I didn't know what that was. I think it's multi-angle terrain. I think that's what it is. I've heard people talking about, or seen on the forums, multi-angle terrain, and how they haven't implemented it as standard into FS17. So I think that that's what we're using here. This is called multi-angle terrain. Now, if I've got that wrong, please someone let me know. I don't like being inaccurate. I like to make sure that I've got everything right for you and that I'm giving you accurate information. Right, I am nearly out of time. My timer has gone off to say that it's soon time for me to stop yapping. I will fill this tank up a minute, and then we'll unload it, and then we'll fill up the tank once more and unload it. I should just be about enough then. The combine has just stopped moving. He's got 12 tons on board. So we're going to go and grab a little bit off of here, and I'm only going to take a little bit just as he starts moving again. There we go. Now I can spin round and he'll start moving, and I'm hoping that before we get up to the end we will fill up the bottom trailer, or the trailer, completely. And right, come back underneath. There we go. The spout does go out a long way because obviously it's normally for a much wider header than this one. I would really have liked it if that corn header had been a little bit wider. It's taken a long time to get this. This is the second load I've taken off of here, and I have actually put the auto combine going again because I did put it on the other side of the field a little bit. It was more convenient. So anyway, 27,000 litres for each one. So by my reckoning, that should be 54,000. I was going to say 56, not 56 at all. It's 54. Come on, Frith, learn to count. Right, if I take this one and I put it over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unload both spouts. Not unload, I'm going to open both spouts. So there's that one. And there. Nope. There is the other one. So that's both of those. And now I'm hoping that I've just got to drive that trailer underneath. I'll go and get it a second. We just steer around that combine, let him do what he's going to do. And I notice that whenever you rent these trailers, they automatically come out this lovely shade of yellow. Not really a fan of this particular shade of yellow, but anyway. Now, is it going to do both of them at the same time? There's one, and there's the second one. Excellent. Look at that. You could just reach them both. This is brilliant. I like that. And this trailer takes 57,000, I think. Is it 56 or 57? We'll find out in a minute. It should take all of it. Now, I think it's 56. Got a feeling it's 50... No, it's 57. It's 57. Sure, I'm going to have to look this up now. I'm sorry. I know. I keep doing things like this. Right, here we go. 59. Okay, so I was completely wrong. Not even close. 59,000, and we got 54 to put in here. That should be fine. So we'll whip that in. I really like that. That is brilliant. Being able to unload both of them at the same time. We wouldn't have been able to do that if we'd had a smaller trailer. Right, there we go. One trailer almost full with 54 tons of corn. Now that is proper corn. That's actual corn. We don't actually grow that very much in the UK like that, I don't believe. I'm sure we must do somewhere, but I don't think there's a lot of it grown. So, yeah, which is why when most farmers refer to corn, we're actually referring to wheat or barley. That is the main cereals that are grown. And then if you go further north in this country, you get a lot of oats that are grown. Scotland, you see a lot of oats that are grown. I'm not exactly sure why. I'm just assuming it's to do with the hours of sunlight and so on, because Scotland's not exactly known for many, many hours of sunlight. It's known more for cloud and rain and porridge. So they obviously do grow oats successfully there, else you wouldn't have so much porridge. I'm not a fan of porridge. There are other things that oats can be used for, but porridge is not something that I would ever personally choose to use. Right, anyway. So if you guys do want me to upload the save game for this, obviously this T9 will not be part of the save game file because this is a hired machine. This one and any modded machines will be gotten rid of, including that MAN TGS that we're using for ferrying our grain around at the moment. And the Deutz Warrior, that one won't be available. However, the other Deutz, the standard green one, that one will be available. You'll be able to use that one. You'll also be able to use most of the other tractors and that. Most of the other tractors, there's the Grim Tektron out in the field. That one, though, is hired, isn't it? So you've got half a field of potatoes that you still need to harvest. Now, I'm curious. I know that you got the tip point over there, but can you just tip straight into the shed? There's one thing that we haven't actually tried yet, so we're going to try that now. I know that you've got the sheds here. So let's see. Can we back it in? Oops, I didn't mean to jump in. Can we back it in here and tip? We've got just a sample of grain here on the floor, not very much. I don't know if we can actually do this. And I also don't know if I can back this enormous, great big trailer back in here. It's going to be difficult because of the dolly on it. I'm not very good at backing trailers that have got this fifth wheel on them. But it's actually a little bit easier. I mean, I imagine it wouldn't be anywhere near as easy when you're in the cab, but when you're out of the cab, like this, it's a lot easier to back one of these trailers with an articulated tractor. Oh, it looks like we do have a tip point. Let's go in a bit further, show off a bit now. Because you sort of wiggle the back end of your tractor around, it kind of pushes it around a bit. It does seem to make it easier to maneuver when you're going backwards. See, look at that. That's brilliant. Okay, we're in. There we go. And if I can zoom out a little bit, we'll tip that one right there. See how it goes. Yes, it is. We are successfully tipping our grain direct into the shed. Perfect. Although you wouldn't actually do that in real life. If you were going to be tipping into your shed, can't really get a good view of the shed. You would have either you would tip into an well, actually no, you would. I have done it like this before. You get a grain pusher. It goes on to a telehandler. And it's basically this big long piece of metal. It's got a bulldozer blade on it, but it's on a really long piece of metal. It's kind of I would say half the length of this trailer nearly. A huge, great big long thing. And you sort of use that and you shove that right up and it pushes the piles up really high. And that's what you do if you're tipping straight into the shed. But you don't really want to do that because in this country it's very rare to just tip straight into a shed and then leave it because we can't get the grain moisture down. The moisture content of our grain is normally too high to store. We've got to run it through a dryer first. We don't have the long dry spells that you've got in the southern states and down in Australia and other places. We have to run our stuff through dryers or it just doesn't work. You know, you end up with all the grain going bad. But anyway, that is all I've got time for today. I will be uploading a video tonight, so long as I can get my copy of FS15 all uploaded, installed and everything, so long as there's no problems with that. I really hope it goes well. And I will start giving you 2 episodes a day for the next 5 days, or 4 days, something like that. Anyway, several days. So that you have plenty of Farming Simulator 17 to get your teeth into to begin with. I wish you all the best of luck with your own experiences in Farming Simulator 17. I hope that it goes really well for you. I hope that you enjoy playing the game, and I really hope you enjoy watching my new videos. Thank you ever so much for supporting me through this series. I have had so much fun doing this for you. I have enjoyed every moment of it. I love playing this game. I love talking about the tractors and everything that you get here, and I love hearing about your real-life experiences as well. I have had all sorts of stories being told to me. Some of them are funny, some of them are just amazing, and yes, it's fantastic. So, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. But until next time, this is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.